What is up, people? It is Squirrely Nuts, and I hope you enjoyed that little cinematic and musical intro I did. If you want me to do one of those for every video, I'll try to, but it takes a lot of time to edit, and with my computer, I had to do it frame by frame, so I hope it turned out okay. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but let's get right into it. Today I am reviewing the Mob of the Dead Zombies map that came with the latest Uprising DLC. Now, partly the reason that I waited to do this is because I wanted to get, like a feel for the map. So I wouldn't just be going into reviewing it day one like, I got to round 5, I'm an expert on it. Okay guys, well what you gotta do is you gotta buy the first door in the M14 and then hope you live. So no, I just want to actually give you some strategies, maybe help you out a little, and give my opinions on the map. So firstly, the map looks amazing. Like, I tried to pick cinematics that kind of like showed off the map. Theater does some weird things with like turning the zombies red or something, so I'm sorry about that, but it has an awesome atmosphere. It's one of the creepiest zombies maps since Verrucht. If none of you remember that, it has like babies crying and there's blood everywhere. It's probably the creepiest map. It's probably the second creepiest because there's like body bags. It's moody. The sound is perfect, and the warden will scare the poop out of you. Like, not really, but just kind of like, if you don't have Juggernaut, you're screwed basically. So yeah, it gets atmosphere. It has great sound. And the zombies sound the same as usual, but it really gets the zombies feel, and it creeps you out at sometimes, actually. And the graphics, the zombies definitely look better than the other maps. I mean, that's kind of subjective, considering they're probably the exact same model, they just kind of tweaked it a little. But the zombies definitely look weirder, because they have, like, barbed wire and stuff all over them. I mean, maybe they're into that kind of thing before they died, but yeah, the map is very creepy, and it's awesome that they actually finally brought another creepy zombies map in, because there haven't really been any. I mean, Shangri-La was a jungle, Moon was the moon, so it's like, whatever, moon, zombies. But this one creeps you out because there's hooks, and there's blood, and there's dead people, and zombies, and it's cool. So yeah, they get that right. Secondly, the second important part of a zombies map is it challenging? Now, this one's a little iffy because we were playing on easy. I know, call me a noob, but whatever. It helped with getting footage, and we got far, so I have some special stuff showing you some pack-a-punch weapons that you might not have seen yet, or you may have, but yeah, the map isn't hard, but it's not easy. It's kind of in the middle-ish. Now, it would be a hard map if it wasn't for Afterlife, because Afterlife you can die, revive yourself, and then run away, but if it didn't have Afterlife, it would probably be a very hard map, because it's really close quarters, which is horrible for zombies. There's a lot of spaces that you can easily get cornered, and I'm pretty sure if Afterlife was there partly because of the map. It's not just something they added. They did it so that people wouldn't get mad at them for making such a very close, annoying map. I mean, but the design, it works fairly well. I mean, there's enough open places that you can run trains. Like, there's the top of the roof, if any of you have been there. That is actually a pretty good, easy place to survive on. You can kind of run in a circle there. But other than that, I can't think of a place you can really run trains on the map off the top of my head. Oh, well, there's that one place by the washing machine, but that's besides the point. But the difficulty doesn't matter that much unless you're like some hardcore zombies fan who only plays like Call of the Dead and Shino Numa over and over just because they like to get their butts handed to them, but that's not me. I mean, I like surviving. Like, it reminds you of Ascension at some points. Like, you can just kind of keep going once you get to a certain point. Like, we died because we were mainly just kind of derping around by the pack-a-punch, but whatever. So, difficulty, atmosphere. Now, the other most important part of the zombies experience, you could say, is like the perks, and they only added one, and it's kind of lame. It just kind of like, you reload and it shocks things, and they took away Mule Kick, PhD, Quick revive for some reason. You can't get quick revive. That's probably because of afterlife and other stuff. And from what I think, there's nothing that you can use to like distract the zombies either. That can be kind of frustrating. The only thing you can get is the little Hell's Retriever tomahawk thing. So you can't like distract zombies away from people to revive them. And since it's close quarters, that can be kind of frustrating. But whatever. That's more of a gameplay. It's not really part of the... It's not the map's fault, that's just zombies in general. And something else to note is the map adds some pretty cool weapons. Like you can now get the AK-47, the Death Machine, and the PDW out of the box. The PDW was on the wall on Die Rise, but you couldn't get out of the box, and it's actually pretty good. And the Death Machine is so much fun. It's so awesome that you can now just have it as a weapon instead of having to pick up a power-up. So that's definitely much more fun, and Treyarch just did a good job with it. I mean, I guess if I were to rate it, it'd be a 8 out of 10. That's an iffy 8, almost a 9, because it's a very good map. It gets all the things right that Zombies needs right, but it also gets the things wrong that a bad Zombies map has, if that makes any sense to you. Like, it's not like Transit wrong. Like, Transit was like... What are you doing? Ew, get that away from me. But this map is epic, and it actually finally introduced some of their, like, quest thing. I'm moving my hands like quotes, like the quests or whatever. It finally introduced some of that when they were hyping it up before Black Ops came out, and there was never really any quests to do. It was just kind of like, you can build stuff. And then we're like, what? And they're like, you can build things. We're like, what about single player? You can build. And then we just kind of like, okay, fine, we're not going to play Transit, screw that. So, that was my amazing conversation between Treyarch and the Zombies fans. But, anyways, Mob of the Dead is definitely a great map. It's really the only reason, if you don't have the Season Pass, to get Uprising. The multiplayer maps are kind of meh, in a word. Like, I mean, Studio, oh my god! Studio, dude, they brought back Firing Range! Oh my god, everyone vote Firing Range! Whew. Dude, it's back. Firing Range is back. And that's basically like the whole community about the map pack. Because if you try and play the Uprising playlist, literally you will play Studio the whole time. You can play Uprising, like the playlist or whatever, and never play a map besides Studio because people are so freaked out about it. But anyways, Uprising is awesome. Well, Mob of the Dead is, but you should go out and get it, I would say, if you're a Zombies fan. But other than that, nope. This is Squirrely Nuts heading back to his tree.